ask if you all recall that conversation Vivian and I were having. I don't know if it was really a conversation, it was more an argument. We had pretty, escalated voices and pretty aggressive language. And I was talking to her about my thesis and just like how much information I wanted to put in, and she started yelling at me and she said, "It doesn't have to be a book. It doesn't have to be a book. Just stop reading and write." I'm grateful to Ethnic Studies for changing my historical content, for instilling a dedication to social justice, and for encouraging me to just be me.
I was hungry, yearning, I was angry at what I thought was the way I had been treated in life. I was a black woman, I didn't have a degree, there was always a reason. At the end of the day, I always was the one that did the work, and I never received the benefit from having done the work. So I was very angry when I came here. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to study, and I kept thinking about, why can't I find my home in any of these disciplines? And they are wonderful disciplines, but they were not for me. So then I came to ethnic studies. Weary, tired, mad, and with an attitude. It's all about how you look at what you're dealing with, and if you can turn your head like this, that thing that looks real funky can have a jewel in it. And there were many, 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 many jewels in my experience here. And it was really about the people. And it was really about the people helping me find my own voice.
As a woman of color, knowing about my history made all the difference, because in order to know where I was going, I needed to know where I came from. My experience at Mills was a journey to self-discovery, because I knew that I wanted to make a difference. But my degree in ethnic studies provided me with a clear vision of why there was injustice in the world, and it helped me piece together as to how I played a role in that movement for social justice. My classes that provided an opportunity to study about the intersections of class, race, gender, all provided a framework for me to be able to be a compassionate advocate.
So what a joyous celebration, honoring years of struggle and dedication by students, faculty, and administrators. It's an outstanding achievement for a liberal arts college like Mills to celebrate 40 years of ethnic studies, and to have faculty whose appointments are dedicated to the department and who provide Mills with such a strong and vibrant program. Times have changed everywhere because of the civil rights movement and the then burgeoning women's movement. Since those days, ethnic studies has become recognized as a field of study in several forms. Comparative American ethnic studies, African American or Africana studies, Chicano Latino studies, and Native American studies. None of these forms, however, has been able to catalyze the kind of transformation that over the 40 years many of us have tried to bring about through ethnic studies, becoming a significant part of higher education. This is the way it is nationally and on all campuses. So when you talk about ethnic studies and liberal education, people sort of yawn and they say, well, yes, it's for those students over here. So I'm saying it's for all students, and that ethnic studies has something to give that we need to look at in liberal education.